VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off.
Good morning, Skills Center. I'm Madison Maurice with Daniel DeRocher, and we're bringing you your Friday morning news.
It's finally here, even if it doesn't feel like it. Wednesday was the first day of spring. I don't want to jump to any conclusions as the weatherman, but I think we're done with significant snowfall.
Let's hope not. I'm sick of the humidity killing my hair. In other news, today is the end of the quarter. Are you ready to feel geometry, Danny?
Mrs. Ezekowski, you have my complete heart and soul, but when you start talking about tangents, I'm just not even on this planet anymore. Can I come in for extra credit work sometime?
Actually, let's go to her neighbor, Mrs. Tetuan, and see how the LECOM cadaver field trip went.
I'm going to talk to you guys about the anatomy class is going to LECOM, and we are going to look at their cadaver lab. It's very special. LECOM and Gannon are the only two colleges that we have locally here that have a cadaver lab. So we are going to go look at some cadavers and some real organs and structures today.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was honestly really amazing.
Why did you enjoy it?
I got to hold a brain, a heart, lungs, kidney. I got to see it all.
So you think a career in medicine is for you?
Yes, I really do.
First thing I'm going to say is whenever you see those dead body, like those props in movies, they're accurate. I would say that they're accurate. Really creepy. I cried because someone's pacemaker went off.
Did you touch one of the bodies?
No. I did not even come within 3 feet of a body.
The corpses are still burned into my eyelids.
The ASVAB test results will be in after spring break, and the Pitt-Titusville field trip is on April 5th. Dress for the weather, not like you'll remember after break.
Anthony, what's good in the news this week?
Self-driving cars. Sounds like the technology of the future, doesn't it? But it's actually the technology of today. In its experimental phase, at least, some states have allowed the testing of self-driving cars on their streets. Unfortunately, the okay might have been too soon, as it turns out these cars might not be as safe as they say. On Sunday, a driverless car struck a pedestrian, ultimately killing her, and here's where it gets hairy. It was the middle of the night, and the woman seemed to appear out of nowhere. She just appeared right out of the shadows. And there was a backup driver behind the wheel, and many feel that this person was to blame. Many argue whether or not the vehicle was going the speed limit. Apparently, people can't agree on what the speed limit is. And this could just be an anomaly, but one thing is for certain, these cars are definitely not ready for public use. Keeping the news deadly, I'm sure you've all heard about the Austin bomber. Well, he's dead. Austin police received some info leading towards them finding their suspect. But when they approached him, he detonated a bomb in his car, killing himself and injuring one SWAT member. His name was Mark Anthony Condit, and we don't know the motive or if he had an accomplice, so these attacks could possibly keep going. We don't know if there are any more packages left either, so if you know anybody in that area, make sure that they're careful. The news just keeps getting worse this week with the next story, another school shooting. This time at Great Mills High School in Maryland. 2 were injured, and a school resource officer shot the attacker, handling the situation in under a minute. The victims are both still alive, with one in stable condition and one in critical condition. The shooter's name was Austin Wyatt Rollins, and the officer was Blaine Gaskill. He acted exactly as the officers are supposed to, and to prevent a much longer and deadlier event.
It's that time of the month again.
Danny, we can't talk about that on the news.
No, not your time of the month. Platinum Pear time of the month.
Oh.
Ryan, who's our lucky winner this time around?
Let me paint a picture for you. A picture of a truly stellar teacher. A teacher that has done a remarkable job in getting even the most stubborn students to make amazing art. She has done amazing things for our school, from being the leader of a club to making props for our school celebrations. This month's Platinum Pear goes to Miss Burnett.
So what's your favorite thing about Miss Burnett?
My favorite thing about Miss Burnett is that she always has a smile no matter what mood she's in, whether she's in a bad mood or a good mood. She's a very hardworking teacher. I give her a lot of credit, and I'm so happy she's here at Skill Center.
She's a very cool person. She kind of has this demeanor of like a weird aunt.
What I really like about Miss Burnett is that she always seems to be excited to teach her class. She's always enthusiastic. She always enjoys showing people how to make art, even when everyone insists that they can't make art. And I just really admire her charisma and her charm and all the stuff that she does for the school.
She's very helpful. She's always been, whenever I've had her class, she's always been really straightforward and quick to bring aid when I've needed it, and I've always really appreciated that.
I am so excited that Miss Burnett is going to be getting the Platinum Pear. I really think she deserves it. She's a great person to be around, a great person to work with, very positive energy. She's super creative and really helpful. We do SAA together, and the ideas that she comes up with are really great. The ideas she comes up with her class are very interesting. Sometimes I want to go over there and do this stuff. So I am really happy for her.
Thanks, guys. Any new words this week?
Today's word of the week is chiaroscuro.
What? I don't know. Is it some type of disease?
The shading of a painting.
I don't know. Is it?
Don't take the mic. Let go of the mic.
A fast dolphin.
Do not take the mic. Roger, I'm not playing this game with you. I don't care.
Sounds like corn, like some type of food.
Chiaroscuro means the treatment of light and shade in drawing and painting.
Something controversial is missing from the curriculum here at the Skills Center, and I did some investigation work.
No matter what grade you're in and when you're in high school, college is something that you're not allowed to forget about. From applications to choosing a career, it's certainly not easy. It seems as if every single representative from every college in Pennsylvania is in your Gmail inbox telling you how seamless and easy it is to go to college. But there's one thing that's actually kind of making it hard here at the Skills Center.
So, Mr. McCollum, you just told me that we actually do have a chemistry class.
We do. We have a chemistry class that is available to students when we have enough students to take it. We contract with a teacher on the outside who works with our school because he's certified in chemistry to provide all the help that we need for our students through an EDGE course. If we don't have enough students, if we only have 2 or 3 students that are interested in that, we can't really afford that contract with him. But if we have 13 or 14, 15 students that we can get in that class, we can definitely contract with that teacher and get chemistry offered as part of our schedule. What it really takes is students going to Ms. Mogul and saying, hey, I want chemistry next year. Is there any way that I can get it on my schedule?
So, Ms. Hetwan, has the chemistry segment always been done like this?
No, we originally started off with Apex. It's really hard with us being a small school and with space and everything like that. So we really need a chemistry lab where we can put some of this stuff that you're learning in the classroom into real life, so you can physically see how chemicals interact with one another. Not all is lost. You can still take a chemistry course. You can still get chemistry credit, just not from us. But there's a place called Vintage Learners, and it's a chemistry course. It's a 10-week online course that you can take. So if anybody's ever interested in it, let me know.
How's that suggestion box looking, Dr. Gordon?
Hi CSE Skills Center, Dr. Gordon here, and this week we are here to look at the suggestion box. We have a number of suggestions in here. Okay. The first suggestion. I like this one. Say what's for lunch and announcements. I think we should talk to Mr. McCollum, but that makes sense. Would students like to hear what's for lunch in the morning? We will do that. Another suggestion. The suggestion is we should have clear, colored water bottles. So the policy has always been clear bottle, clear liquid. So a bottle like this is still not allowed. A bottle like this, like Shadera's pink clear water bottle, this is now allowed. Next suggestion. We should have a book club. That's a really great suggestion. So thank you for your suggestion. If we would like to have a book club at CSE, I think we need to start with the language arts teachers or any other teacher that's interested in volunteering.
Oh, I thought she was going to tell us more facts. I met with Pawan and some of the soccer team this week to talk about the soccer playoffs.
Well, I don't know anything about soccer, guys. Are there any teams above you guys right now?
Yeah, 2 up teams. Migdal
and Erie Public.
So I feel like you guys might have some pretty big egos. Which one of you do you think is the best player?
You. Yeah.
You think you're the best player? Do you think you have like a better technique?
Yes, I'm more dribbling, passing.
When is the playoff going to be?
Maybe after spring break. And it's going to be tough because our base team there, so it's going to be a tough game.
We need some support, like fans, students, teachers to the game, playoff.
Check them out this Sunday at the Erie Premier Sports Complex as they take on Erie.
Ready for some breaking news, Danny?
Oh, yeah.
The prom court nominations have been counted, and we are ready to announce this year's prom court in no particular order.
The King nominees are Stephen Peck, Miguel Santiago, Dante McLaurin, Marcus Overton, and of course, DC. Geesh, win much? That's not even funny anymore.
And for the ladies, Dania Jeter, Tisha Howard, Layla Johnson, Shayla Gerald, and Alicia Walker.
Looks like the battle of the couples. And while we're talking about winners, your prestige status students are Rachel Smith and Bryson Weiser. Congrats, guys. Pick up your gift cards at Mr. McCollum's office.
And here's Danny with your weekend's weather, and I don't think it's on a piece of paper this time.
There's no weather this weekend.
Remember that we all have a week and a day off starting this afternoon. We return to school Tuesday, April 3rd, which also happens to be an early dismissal day.
And no student news will be on April 6th. We'll see you again on April 13th.
That'll wrap it up for this week. I'm Danny DeRoche with Madison Maurice, wishing you a cozy and sunny week off.
My name's Parker. I'm a nice guy. I have muscles. You could go to prom with me. Getting a ride in Camaro, wearing an ivory tux. I really need a prom date. So please, think about it. Go with me. Please, please.
Has done a remarkable job in getting even the most stubborn students. Oh, no, I can't. All right.
Your job, Ryan.
This isn't my job. See,
Your
that's
job,
the thing.
Ryan.
That's the whole point. This isn't.
Ryan!
Oh my God. All right.
Miss Burnett. You were like, okay, I'm gonna say Miss Burnett. Miss Burnett not only likes teaching art. Miss Burnett not only likes teaching art, but she loves to student.
So, what's your favorite thing about Miss Burnett?